that you hear them, of course. The PNP made the same offer before when they were in power. And nobody took it up because guess what? They weren't running a good economy. Nobody believed in Brand Jamaica when they were at the helm. And now we can get a securitization for future profits at the airport because tourism is up, arrivals at record numbers, and we are in a good economical climate.
But the money, Travi, the money actually came from the profits that are expected to be gained from an investment that Nigel went in, a stock investment that Nigel went in some European stock market. So when they're coming now to say the money is from the airport that was being divested, it's incorrect because that money could not fund the Spark program any at all. It's the profit that we gain from that stock investment that they are now using to conduct the Spark program.
Yeah, so this honest, they bend the truth, go everywhere. That's what this honest, especially Vice. Vice is very dishonest person.
Empress,
I'm telling you.
Munchie. Come on, Munchie. What's up, Munchie?
Oh, Munchie's there? Okay. Thank you. Because you guys know it's time for lunch. Come on, Madam Speaker. Come up. All right. Count in your big books. Yep. I'll go turn my mic off.
And the class is finished.
To be continued.
Next week.
So you never finish, you have to pause it. Then Empress.
No, finish, man. Same time next week, people.
The health class have become. You need more time on Sundays. Maybe you need to start at 9.
I have a thing that but the student is you see, you have to respect that the students are on holiday on the weekend holiday and they want to spend a little time with the family and to cuddle a little longer. Some people who the children have to run out of the bed early is a different story, but sometimes you have to understand that people want to stay in a little longer, so with that allow them to be in bed. So 10 o'clock, I think it's a good start.
Yes, I think it's a good start.
Yeah, 10 o'clock is okay.
Especially North Americans.
Especially North Americans, because we're sleeping. I mean, I have to come off welfare and come out to look after my residents, but at the same time, I'm the anomaly. So.
Travi, you have the Gleaner app.
Travi have something to tell you. So come.
I look on the Gleaner from morning with my app now work all of a sudden. I don't know if I should be costing so much.
I'm subscribed to Gleaner a long time. Them can't get $1 out of it. Me not nothing to do with them. Let do Gleaner.
You are going for them from morning?
I don't pay them the money. But Munchie, I noticed that there are campaigning going on for local government election. I wonder if your member of parliament realize and see what is happening. There are some little meetings and some little pop-ups for them are keeping us.
Who keeping them?
Comrade.
In Central or right across the country?
Right across the country. Me here.
Oh.
Right across the country.
Ready? So they are preparing already?
They are in full-blown campaign.
Angel Pina start doing nothing yet?
But no. Them now broadcast like on a certain style of them. I use their networks, their WhatsApp groups and them something.
It's not that means so we need to get everything together then. My MP need to find 4 good candidates for down here. Well, 3 good candidates because I think we should use but the one from Belfield because she not win, but she come from up there, born and bred, so she make an impact. But we down this side, we need 3 good candidates. The other 3 were the other last time, never ready, no time at all. Then they're loser. Need 3 good candidates to bring forth. And we can't afford PNP for win, not Travi. Can't allow them to win nothing at all because we can't catch no momentum.
Last time, we left it till 2 weeks before that. We don't do that again.
Exactly, because
Somebody want Madam Speaker to teach the NaRRa bill.
I
They
think
don't
the man
understand.
love of Jamaica clear off and notice him alone. I'm not set no narrative, you're not set no agenda over here. Go along over PNP, please.
Oh
But
She's
guys,
right.
the thing is this: they're going to try to use the same strategy that they used the last time, because that is what they use and trick the people.
Deceive.
Yes, you're voting for Mark Golding, so you have to make Mark Golding win. So make them say they go on and vote in the wrong councillors again and then get up Black Road, especially the one on Westmoreland when I know English. Sorry, Trevi. But them not know English.
So my friend Chabi, you know.
First of all, the PNP used the last local government election to campaign as ban labor rights if it's truth, like it is a general election, because Mark Golding was new and they went around and sell Mark Golding as new and different and man of integrity and blah blah black sheep avian wolf. Jamaica Labour Party was still in the phase where we were trying to pass some bill, some controversial bill. And the tide was against us. We can admit that. Because we, the firearms, not the firearms, the Road Traffic Act and the salary increase, the people have never liked the rollout of it. So they never in a way. So the PNP capitalized on that. And that is the reason why Dimples, they don't want the NaRRa bill. They want to demonize the NaRRa bill. They want to spin the NaRRa bill like the salary increase or like the IC or like NITS and paint it in a negative light. And we cannot allow that. And to be fair to my party this time, to my administration this time, I think we do a better job than we did with the other two bills, them, Trav. The other two bills, them, we leave them up too much and thought that the people them would have used their sense. Like we don't know, say, the PNP, that they couldn't know, say, PJ Patterson have made so much done speaking in the country. We cannot depend on the thing that well-thinking Jamaicans were going to think sensible.
When is the election, by the way? Is this year or next year?
2028, yes.
Oh, 2028.
Yes. So
It's supposed to be about February.
yes.
February
But guess
28th.
what? The NaRRa thing supposed to be working by then.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So what we need to do and what our government need to continue to do is continue the conversation on NaRRa. Continue the conversation, speak to the people. Like, for example, when we go down to Santa Cruz now, because let me tell you what the government say about Santa Cruz. Because I have my paperwork, everything, and so I'm not joke, Black River. The Prime Minister said Black River is one of Jamaica's oldest and most storied towns. Founded in the 18th century, it was among the first place on this island to receive electricity, pipe water, and the motor car. A proud maritime hub, the commercial Art of St. Elizabeth gateway for logwood rum and pimento trade that shapes our economic history. The Georgian wooden houses along its waterfront, the masonry mercantile building, the civic structure by the sea, all spoke of a town of character, history, and dignity. So knowing that Black River has so much character, history, and dignity, when the Prime Minister is going into Black River to do the reconstruction, we have to speak to the Black River people. Don't allow the PNP to go down there and tell the people them all type of lies and tell the people them about government to come take with their land and government to come this. We have to make sure that we go into Black River
and have town hall meetings and those stuff,
Exactly, and talk to the people and tell them what we plan to do in Black River. The Urban Development Corporation
works. That should start now.
Yes, it should start now. Government should be active now. Don't allow the PNP, the UDC.
Madam Speaker, sorry to cut you, but since you can talk to Pryor Charles Jr., can you just talk to him, let him bug somebody about this, and maybe this is not his.
Colonel Charles pinned down with the roof program. This is Nesta, UDC, and the Prime Minister. Poor Colonel Charles pinned down with the roof program, because what happened is that immediately after the NIS went out and did some assessment, but look like because they never have the laptop or they never have the technology at the time to upload it same time, they did it on paper. And look like the majority of those papers got lost in transition because a lot of people, when the minister checked, it said no assessment found. And when we talk to the people, them the other man say assessments were done and from November, then tweet and they did their wait. So Jamaica, say government work are not efficient already. You know, they're
So
lazy.
they have to go assess them again.
You are going to find them information. Are going to assist them again. Yeah, government work dimple. That is why we say all the union are clamor for a merit-based pay in a public sector work. And not one of them not forget $1. Because to me, they're not worth nothing. They're lazy and they only collect money. What Love for Jamaica says, so the 500 container houses will come under NaRRa. You don't worry about that. You don't worry about that. You don't in Jamaica. Your family member not supposed to worry about container house because you live in Canada, you can't help your poor family. You don't need to worry about the 5,000 container houses.
One shit, some start to believe that everybody have split personality.
But if the 500 container house, they must come under NaRRa. What have to do with it? That's all. You don't worry about government things. We don't know worry. The time we don't take a worry about government things and government money. If we don't take that time and focus on working and saving and build up on ourselves and our family, we don't have to consider. If if comrade, let me tell you something. Say if we don't bring up the 500 container house, them you remember them do. Oh, every minute we not bring up container house, we not bring up this, we not bring up that. We not worry about the wrong thing. If we don't focus on helping our family and helping our family to build back stronger and saving money. You're not auditor general, you don't need to worry about taxpayer money, you're not auditor general. We have the auditor general to do that. You don't need to worry about how tax dollars are being spent because you are not government and nobody never vote for you for watch the money. We have the watchdog already for watch the money. We have the auditor general already. We have the integrity commission. And that's about them, yes. Every day you don't get to talk about container house and I talk about money and I talk about donation. If we don't focus,
again, sorry for them. No more
if we don't comrade focus on building back on ourselves and get up off of the ground and go look stick for gonna have piece of fire, go look good. We're better off in this country. We don't get up and talk about government and container house. You are living in a container house, love of Jamaica. You know, Canada you live. We are worried about container house for. Anyway, the UDC Corporation with our development partners in advancing a climate resilient redevelopment plan that separates what belongs island from what belongs on the coast. So the UDC is going to go in, comrades, and the UDC is going to separate what belongs inland from what belong inland and what belong on the coast. Because if you know Black River, most of the building them will get mashed up and washed was on the coastline. So what the Prime Minister is saying, comrade, we're gonna move them inland. Okay? At the heart of the plan is a new urban core to be developed inland, safely above storm surge and protected sea level rise. This is where Black River's essential public functions, its hospital, courthouse, municipal offices, police station, tax office, schools, market, and transport hub will be consolidated into a planned, walkable, flood-safe precinct for the first time.
Like and share. Tap the live.
You hear that love for Jamaica?
Tap the live, guys.
These are the plans that the government have for Black River, comrade. Stop asking me about foolishness about container house and listen to the plan. All of these things, comrade, will be coming under NaRRa. And this is why the comrade them are fight NaRRa so much, because under NaRRa, the entire Black River will be rebuilt, and the government the hospital, the courthouse, the municipal offices, the police station, the tax office, school, market, and the transportation hub will be rebuilt under NaRRa, comrade. That way, these things will not be stuck in procurement for 3 years and for 4 years. This way, we don't have to worry about the PNP them where come and a sabotage and a undermine and a tell government this and tell government back that. All of these things, comrade, love for Jamaica. Share the live and repost it to the comrade. Let me teach them this Sunday. Cause me now can't cuss them Sunday. Now, long as no comrade no come trouble, me no cussing now go on today. Today is a very calm day. Me not in the mood for the cussing.
Madam Speaker, you're the starting point now. The NaRRa shouldn't be spread right across the island. It should just it should just go at the 5 persons that get damaged in the hurricane.
Yes, that's what they're saying.
That's the talking point.
Yes.
They say they don't want NaRRa to work, man.
I know. They don't want NaRRa to work. I know. But me hear them say that too. Me hear them say NaRRa shouldn't spread right across the country because exactly. Me hear them. So guys, under NaRRa, the hospital, courthouse, municipal offices, police station, tax office, school, market, and the transport hub will be consolidated into a planned walkable, flood-safe precinct for the first time. A proper town square, a civic park. You hear that, guys? You hear that, comrades? Under NaRRa, Black River will get a proper transportation hub, a civic park, and a proper town square. The buildings will be designed to withstand Category 5 wind loads, built on elevated platform above projected sea level rise scenarios, with utilities, corridors, drainage infrastructure, and emergency redundancy. You hear that, guys? You hear that, guys?
Take off the orange shirt.
Take off the orange. Yes, exactly. So right now, yes. So under NaRRa, guys, that is why the government want NaRRa, because none of this, if we don't have NaRRa, none of these projects will be completed in 4 years. None of them, because if you look on Cornwall Regional is being plagued with a number of things, but procurement is one of the main things that is plaguing Cornwall Regional. Procurement.
Talk about it.
Because every single equipment, every single contract for the hospital has to go through procurement. Has to go through procurement, comrade. And sometimes 4 years. 3 years. And remember, we had COVID when we just started Cornwall Regional, so that is a big setback because China was basically shut down. So with NaRRa, we will be able to move faster and more efficient. We will use, and to the comrade them that keep saying that all of the contracts to build the hospital, the courthouse, the municipal, etc., will just go to JLP people. No, we will still have a procurement process. We will still use the procurement guidelines. All the projects will come before the parliament, and all the budget will be come before a table in the parliament, and people and members of parliament can ask questions. Okay, love for Jamaica. You say you want to learn about NaRRa. Stop type foolish, me block you. But there will be no NaRRa after 6 months. Stop type foolish, and me have to block you. Yeah, get from my nervous system. No. Today is not the day.
90 seconds. they get 90 seconds to talk to the people of Jamaica. Can you talk to comrades, you know? You go and talk to comrades. We want to talk to the people of Jamaica, right? Now, I want the people of Jamaica to be reminded when Dr. Peter Phillips and PNP leader and the entirety of the PNP went out to St. Thomas, where the whole Goodyear factory was, and tell the people of Jamaica that nothing will become of it. Nothing gonna happen. They're lying to you. Fast forward to 2025. You see who was really lying? The PNP as usual. Yes. I want to remind you when Dr. Peter Phillips said that the $1.5 million income tax threshold is not workable and not feasible. Those was his exact words.
Yes.
It's not workable and it's not feasible. Fast forward to this year, I believe that tax threshold stands at 1.8 million Jamaican dollars, right? So who was lying in this instance again? That's my question to the Jamaican people. Who was lying, right? PNP again. Now, before me go into any other thing, I want to tell the people of Jamaica, I say before them blind you and tell you say Black River will not rise again, please remember the times before when they said doom and gloom and it couldn't work and it would not be done. They were proven to be liars. And if I may remind you of one more thing, even most recently, the school bus program that they said wouldn't work.
Yes.
Can I just draw your attention to just after the storm when a PMP member of parliament in Heather Miller Bennett ball for the school bus, the government, prime minister, please release the bus them again. We need the bus them. These are the same people that say it never gonna work, it won't work, and it's gonna kill off people fitness. They are the ones who ask for it in the end. So when you hear them talk about NaRRa, remember these times when they say it wouldn't work, when they say doom and gloom, and you gave it a chance. And today St. Thomas is no longer forgetting. The children of proper school bus and our private sector worker and even public sector worker are even richer for the tax relief they have received.
Well said. Well said. So this government,
So I
man,
coach
100
you
line.
a good one. Let me just want to know. So let me ask you one question. If you can cook, well, if you can cook and you go in the kitchen and you know say somebody can cook and then come in there, right? And then I try instruct you which ingredient we use. What if you wash your chicken with which season we use. Say for argument's sake now, the food got taste bad. Who them a go blame? Are you main chef them a go blame, you know? So me kinda confused now as how them get 21 amendments in an NaRRa bill. That don't make sense to me now. Cause if anything go wrong, if shit should hit the fan, as what them say, Andrew every finger go find fan. So all them end up get so much
Then who said they get that? So then tell you?
as so many years they get 21.
Go ask Caution, because Caution are the only sense of the one message telling say go sit down. You Caution run them with that already because if the PNP they get 21 amendment and we have 35 class, that means they would have voted at least 21 times for the class where they support. Don't Travi. The PNP did not vote for one of the class. So which amendment they get? They don't get none. None at all.
Okay.
None of the amendment were about the PNP. Only the first one, almost the second one. Only class 2 or something like that. They have 2 little amendment where maybe
couple of recommendations that was made by Isaac Buchanan and even Mark Gonin himself.
Exactly.
Marlin Malahufo. These people, a couple of them were adhered to. But I think the point that the young man is trying to make is that even when they got these amendments, they still didn't vote for it. And that is something that the people need to pay attention to. Because they fight and clamor and stop the process, take up the mails, they do everything to get attention. And when what they were asking for is given, they still didn't vote for it. They voted against it.
They didn't vote for nothing what them say. But
nothing. Even though the minister point out when put in for them, they still never vote for it.
But madam, me I look funny from the lens of if they get 2 in it, they ain't get enough. That me I say to myself.
And they still never vote for what them get. Because they don't care. They don't. It's just a way to stop the bill. They don't really.
The mandate go to the bill. The mandate go to the Jamaica Labour Party government, which is Andrew, for lead the country. When me hear 21, me never fact check either. And it's unlike me if you come mention something, we never fact check what. But they just run with that one. Yeah. We turn PNP with this and news. Me say 21.
But me hear them with it too. Me hear them with it. Me I say John Pollock up on Twitter with it. I say thanks to Mark Golding, 21 amendments were made, and I hope they whatever. I'm just look an idiot because if 21 amendments were made thanks to Mark Golding, then that means Mark Golding will support some of the class.
So answer me this, Munshi. If 21 amendments were made and a mark with the tank for it. And what was Marlene's role? What was her suggestions? They don't count for anything. What about
You know,
Isaac Buchanan? Should
you
we
know
count those as Mark's suggestions too?
the PNP is always trying to put Mark in a way that is, you know, I'm gonna tell you so too, yesterday me see them over Bala, and because I see him thing. You Richard I call him out on the foolishness so they might talk about thanks to Mark him amend the bill and him, the word them never spell good and in this and you Richard have to tell him that these are trivial matters. Like every bill that is brought before the parliament is amended and sometimes they change section and sometimes they change spelling or they move word around. That is the normal thing. It happen when PNP in a power, it happen at JLP in a power. And they run you Richard off of the program. Then take him down nicely if you're saying that because the PNP did not want to hear that. So they're not really about the bill and about the country. The PNP just want to score political points. The PNP and the Mark Golding just wanted to stop the bill. And the number one issue that they have with the bill is that the CEO reports to the Prime Minister and not to a private board. That's the main issue that they are having. That one of the, with them have couple, but that is one of the main one them have. And if the Prime Minister did come Wednesday and say, all right, then me I go adhere to no concern. I'm going to set up a board. Me and the opposition is going to lead, going to sit and put people on the board. The PNP would be happy. They would support the bill. That is the main one where they want because they want to have a say in the day-to-day running of NaRRa. You know what? Denise Daly, she say she don't know who to call when she wants something. When time she have something of your place to do, and when NaRRa start run, she don't know who to call about NaRRa and this and that. So that is the problem that the PNP is having. So we will not get no support from them if the Prime Minister now put the board together, PNP don't want to hear nothing. That are the main concern.
The next thing to NaRRa knocks butter out a whole heap of post mouth, well, maybe that's a propaganda too, what may I think. Because I don't say CDF, don't go directly to nobody. I say me want the CDF to go under NaRRa. Right?
No, CDF not got, you see the 100 life, no. CDF, then call it the CDF already from March, I think, or whatever.
But
I
think in a context like this, Munchi, when no road, no fix, they might just say, Anjo.
No, but we're gonna have the one road authority. I think that is coming as well, where we have where the government responsible for all the roads in the country, which is the best thing because
the one road authority are coming.
Yeah, I like that. I don't like the separate road. We have the farm road, the municipal road, the central government road, the scheme road, the church road. I don't like it. I think Jamaica is too. That's something too convoluted. That we want one road order where one central government fix all the road and the money that the municipal corporation used to collect for the fix road that must stay in the central government and the central government disperse that and fix road because the municipal corporation them not fixing absolutely no road. Absolutely no road.
If they do, they give a subpar contractor who's a friend of maybe the mayor or councillor. And you find that the money just waste because nothing was done.
And the MP have to go back over and refix the road again. So we like the one road authority. Look here, I think the Prime Minister 100 is more. And I like when he did new in 2016 when he made a piece to the civil society group and the PNP them because he thought those people care about the country. The Prime Minister realized now so them people don't really care about the country, just political points. You see what them do with IC, them not live to do that again. What they did with IC convinced the government that and the one they write Chuck say IC is going to be independent. IC is gonna root out corruption. You know, so since the inception of IC, Travi, IC has not charged not one single government worker for corruption. No government worker.
In fact, almost $1 trillion has been put into it so far since it's in inception, and they have not finish 2% of their main job.
Me say not one. Look at the corruption where not doing a transport authority. And I see cannot touch that. Out of port authority, right across the public sector. Every single one of them. We the normal people know of it. We the normal people know, so when we go down, we go drive for a license, we better have our money. And IC cannot touch these people no time at all. Port authority, when you go collect your luggage, your barrel, whatever, you know that go already. Every single section of the public sector we full of corruption. IC don't see it. You look on the major corruption at UWI and IC never see it. IC never see nothing yet
And if
in
it
the
seems
public
to see
sector.
it, well,
All them are do have a rundown MP,
Andrew
a rundown
alone,
politician.
Andrew alone, them bill for. From
Yeah.
them bill, Prime Minister alone tell me see they had to pan.
Exactly. The Integrity Commission is a failure. And I think the Prime Minister learning lesson with these groups, with these so-called independent groups, learning lesson. These groups are not independent.
The board up at UWI, Dennis Garden, film people, them, how them they think they go.
But what about the Integrity Commission? These people supposed to
Munchie,
report them.
Munchie, you're very right, you know. Munchie, you're very right, because Dennis Garden admitted corrupt act and IC still asleep. The man said they tried to import the things they themselves, and when they were advised that they needed a permit and they should go to the Ministry of Health, what they did was call up a hearing. We want to see more than that.
I will not say IC tweet and say they're looking into it. Remember the last time when the school bus something, then tweet and say them are looking into it. But now this is public knowledge in the public domain for over 2 months now. I will not hear from the Integrity Commission. So I think the Prime Minister learned the lesson now. Travi, they cannot appease to these people because these people are not for real. Then people is political. Then tell him that the integrity and then convince him and Chuck say it is going to be independent. Turn out they were not and they are not. So this time now they come now, but they want to set up independent body. And the body is going to be independent, no politician, no nothing. And they are going to oversee the day-to-day running of NaRRa and all the projects that are going to come on stream. The board is going to approve them. And this, which board? It was a crazy. The CEO and the Prime Minister and the Minister and the MP Flight Green is going to come together and put the project together for the rebuilding of Santa Cruz and Black River, the rebuilding of Black River, where we will have a new hospital, a new courthouse, a new municipal office, police station, tax office, school, market, and a transport hub. We will have a proper town square, a civic park, and the historic waterfront will be protected by a layer coastal defense system, submerge offshore breakwater to dissipate wave energy before it reaches the shore. A concrete seawall integrated with a continuous public boardwalk and engineered revetment along the most vulnerable stretches of coastline. The waterfront will become what it always had the potential to be, a vibrant public amenity and an entertainment and a tourism corridor. That is what is going to happen in Black River.
Bunchy, there's something, because when you're retreat, there's two entities that I believe is missing from what would I call the urban center for Black River. And I don't know how we can get it up the ladder so people can hear it. I want either UWI or a Maritime University location in this urban center. I also want the Heart Trust MTA to be in there.
Yes.
That's what I want, that because we're dealing with growth. We are dealing with development. And there's no growth and development without developing the people.
Yes.
I want that in every single one of the urban centers that they are built. I could even just 100 students at the university or college where they are put there, and another 100 in the Heart Trust MTA. 100 per term or per year, however them school system work, I'll take it.
I agree. That is a good suggestion.
I'll take it.
A good
I
suggestion, but
need
me don't want to change on the topic because me see Damien Ton was class teacher for a life. So I don't
Leave
want
me.
to.
Left that alone. We're not busy with him. Him alright. Him alright. We are dealing. You know more tell the people about. You know more say to the people. I
Exact time. So he's doing the marathon. They call it marathon programs at this time.
Oh, I never did understand the context. I think I did that thing.
I'm a statistics teacher, you
Is
know.
it
I'm a lecturer.
is it the marathon thing for the students that are going to
Doing
exam?
exam.
Yeah. Okay, I know that.
Okay. All right. I think I wake up on the wrong side.
But that's a nice program. I
always do that
that
in
they
constituency, but we don't switch from that. Hold on, people. I want to draw me in look at it because this NaRRa billion the bag of knives.
guys, come on, like and share. Let the people come. Since Madam Speaker come only 34 people in here. Come on, man. That Sunday afternoon. Come on, bring the people in so they come. Like and share.
Because on Sunday Empress people might cook them dinner.
Then they cook, and then that's why they like to hear because you guys keep me going when I you know you're knocking pots and pans in the background.
Me already cook already.
Listen, I cook already. I just do lunch, but I cook already. But I like when I'm working, I hear you guys in the background and just keep the brain something doing more than its dead space. So share.
The point I made go touch a while ago. I want to remind the people of Jamaica that the PNP was in power and their security minister cried and said they can't do nothing about crime. This need divine intervention. There's nothing that we can do. He said, despite their best efforts, there's nothing. Those was his exact words. Despite their best efforts, right? And saying that they need divine intervention. Well, divine intervention did come because the government changed and we got a prime minister and a security minister who are serious on crime. I want to remind the people of Jamaica that these same politicians was all over the country crying for a crime plan, who not about crime. And when Plan Secure Jamaica is being talked about, being advised, being announced and being, shown to those in leadership, the PNP rejected it. They rejected the idea of properly funding the security forces, giving them all their equipment, pay them better, revamping the security system. They were against it. They believe in a dancer, era leader, and maybe fishermen on the fishing beach. But here we are, Jamaica. We live to see where Plan Secure Jamaica is successful. The police are more accessible. They are more mobile. They are more professional. They are even better looking in the eye because when you see them in their uniform, they wash out and them look professional and look well equipped. It gives you a sense of peace and confidence in them. We see where murders are unaliving is down. 40% last year. Lowest number in 30 odd years. And we're on another 20% decline on top of that this year. So when you hear them tell you, say, what the government is doing can't work or won't work, remember these things, these very tough decisions that were taken to fix what was tough situations that we had in this country.
The next thing to, remember
them.
Because I hear people complain, say, we're bridging a complaint to me, say, every 5 minutes when you turn down your road, a police, you must see. Every corner I take every 5 minutes, 2 police, I see. I see numbers go through a radical increase.
Yeah, man, it is. They did. A lot of people them are recruit.
I best ministry that as Jamaica. Minister. Always strong.
Them are recruit, man. So yes, so Black River, comrade and friends, Black River will be rebuilt under NaRRa. This is why the government wanted the NaRRa bill for the people who are complaining and say, oh, NaRRa, what NaRRa go do? This is what we need NaRRa for. We needed NaRRa to move fast and effective and to build back quick and better and stronger. We cannot have a situation where what happened in St. Catherine with Minister Terry Long happened with NaRRa, where we have to wait on the municipal corporation to give us permission. We have to wait on the environmental people to tell us where we can build. We have to get this and that. With NaRRa, the government will just execute the mandate. And of course, we're still going to use the NEPA people them and all them people there, but we're not going to have them tie up things long and take long for come back to the government. That's why we have the step in order where the PNP eat so much, where the minister can step in and give directive. I like that clause because some people very, very spiteful. Some people very, very spiteful, especially if them are PNP with PNP motives. So I like it. Sometimes it works.
Let me touch that point.
NaRRa stifle.
I want to remind you, Munshi, that Westmoreland and Hanover under their control fully for decades now, you know.
Yes.
So the stepping order has to be there. NaRRa is vital important because if change will come to Westmoreland and Hanover and the people will get delivery of service via their government, these things has to be in place.
Yeah, because you have to stifle man them with the mission, the sabotage mission man them now. Them man they now get thrown in the water now.
I agree because in Hopewell and Lucea bypass and Lucea Harbour development, this is where we will need to step in order, Travi, because we know that the PNP in the Hanover Municipal Corporation will try to stand in the way of this project. The government will advance the Hopewell and Lucea bypass running from a connection point on the Long Hill bypass in St. James, traversing westward with link road serving both Hopewell and Lucea before terminating on the westward side of Lucea. The alignment will run approximately 3 kilometers south of the existing coastal road. This will unblock the entire waterfront stretch between Montego Bay and Negril as prime resort land. You hear that? So based on this road alone, that will be built under NaRRa, prime resort land will be available and ready to be sold for a resort because we're going to have the road and the infrastructure in place and access to the coastline. So the government will advance Hopewell and Lucea bypass running from a connection point on the Long Hill bypass in St. James, traversing westward with link road serving both Hopewell and Lucea before terminating on the westward side of Lucea. The alignment will run approximately 3 kilometers south of the existing coastline. This will unlock the entire waterfront stretch between Montego Bay and Negril as prime resort land. When they come ready, I'll read this again to them in a travel because they don't know what going on that NaRRa, they know. In addition to the bypass, we intend to develop the Lucea Harbour into a premium boating destination sheltered from the prevailing winds with deep natural water and proximity to the emerging resort belt. Wow. If the government get a chance to do that, all of them, I tell Jamaica go and change, man, between Montego Bay and Negril, Lucea Harbour has every natural attributes required to become a premium destination. So this is going to be another tourist attraction. Okay. In addition to the bypass,
this is needed because if you notice the heap of super yacht them in our waters of late, even the Waltham family, the people who own Walmart and Sam's Club, their yacht has been in Mobile for the longest time. Now to create a premium boating dock for these people, that's very good. Just 2 weeks ago, there was a super yacht on the south side. People in White House was seeing it and St. Elizabeth. That yacht is valued over 400 million US and it belonged to the one of the co-founders of Google. So when we build or develop an area that is already, able to accommodate these super yachts. You have more of these people are coming. And here's another thing. You see, a lot of these yachts are registered in the Caribbean because it's cheaper to register and house them here than in Miami and all these places. That's why it's important to develop and take this business that is already available.
Yes. This is a great idea. This is a great idea. And all of this as well will be done under NaRRa. Because if the government did not have NaRRa, Travi, none of this is possible because we know that the Hanover Municipal Corporation will fight this project because we may need permission from them to build the boating destination at the harbor. Maybe we don't know, because we just don't know when it come to them, we don't even know. Because what are they?
They are the local authority.
Yeah,
so we are going to need permission from them. And let me show you something. Let me show the people at Jamaica who is listening that they're already fighting, and that's why these things are important. Remember, in a Negro, a craft market, a fully completed craft market, and a regular market supposed to build up. And they may have stopped it. They may have Bertel more come in and stop it, and they never gave permission. The Savlamar market in Westmoreland are the same thing. Money granted through Desmond's ministry of labor, and it cannot be built and delivered to the people. 2 times Desmond visited in a recent times and call news conference and a call on the local authority to act now because they have the money, and still nothing has been done. Even after Melissa come 6 months ago and ravaged the place even more, still nothing is being done. At one point, Westmoreland had the PNP control from before me ban, maybe even before Munchi ban too, that they have control of it and did not have a municipal corporation building. Even Portmore can have that before Westmoreland. Even Portmore can have its own municipal corporation building before Westmoreland. Westmoreland is a parish that was established. Hold on there. Let me give you history about Westmoreland. Westmoreland is a parish established in the 1800s. They tell the Portmore not think about it.
Watch out. Yeah, Westmoreland, man. When we see some of them lift up club card and cardboard for there. That make no sense?
Paid actors. They're doing what they're paid to do.
I was thinking forever see that you're like, yeah.
Paid actors, just like you want them up a hero circle, where say the man can only accounts. And the one where say they don't know what FID mean.
God. I did when we see them, we don't start laugh and say, Kuya. When they say, and that is it. I say, come Munchi.
Me not listen to them. I mean, also one waste of time. I mean, nest and I look pan them down then either.
Apata koske come on. That's all man.
They never know so they want road and GLP the power. And at 18 and a half years of Percival, Noel James Patterson, Kiev Road or Kentucky Road, whatever they want to call themselves. They never have no road before. I know since Nesta become the minister, they never have no road down there, so it's a waste of time. The town are loose.
They don't have water, they don't have housing. Ask me Munchi, me will tell you. They don't have water, they don't have housing neither.
Exactly.
Ask me, I will tell you. Me know these places.
Yeah. I don't know what they are come about. They had a former prime minister as their member of parliament for over 18 years. And them don't have no road, and them don't have no water. And them don't have no proper infrastructure. When PJ left, he say, yes, this is my left phone was my legacy. But they come to Black Road, but they want road and water. That's all now look upon them. The town of Lucea will also get, will, because of the bypass and everything will open up nicely, the town of Lucea will always also get a town center as well, Travis. So all of this is going to be built under NaRRa. So you're going to see a lot of crane put up in the country, right across the country, not only in Kingston. You know why the government get to do so much building in Kingston last term, Trav? You know, so because we did have the municipal corporation though. And you know, PNP did have the municipal corporation, so much building couldn't put up in a town, you know?
I tell you, but I'm telling you, that's why these things are important.
Yes. Now when me left town 2018, I mean go back afterwards. 90% of the place up them in the new building up them in know. And all of those buildings were built when Jamaica Labour Party had the municipal corporation. Because PNP started, so the only man do Terry Long over St. Catherine with the wall. Them just give permission. And I think they gave permission after Terry Long started talk about it. Because he spoke about it before.
Remember, even with the school, and the education minister just needed a simple fence. And they would not approve it.
And then I thought make excuse about it because the church and the school are dispute. So the church and the school is in dispute because the municipal corporation rent the land to the church. The land belonged to the government and the people of Portmore. What the municipal corporation did was lease the land for the church people them. They leased the land to the church people. Church people they don't own the land or not, they lease the land. The school belonged to the government. That supersede anything what the municipal corporation do. So the school wanted to build the fence and the church don't want to build the fence because the church has say if them build the fence, they might go fence in the church. Well, no go look at a piece of land because the school must be secured. And when municipal corporation was renting the land to the church, Travi, they should have known that the school supposed to be safe. Them rent so what they do, them have the school on the land and them have the church on the land. What the school and them have I think them have a basic school as well there. What the school want to do is fence around the basic school and the school, but the basic school they beside the church. So the church is saying that if you fence around everything, we're not gonna fence we into. I want to lock the gate out. I go. All the church have to do is take up their church and go somewhere else. But the school must be.
And I first, and I first then do this, through the municipal corporation, lease land to the friend company. I won't even talk about incline and regional land because enough people know about that. Me I can't go Westmoreland again one more time. The White House market, they release it for $7,000 to one of their people. You know how much you charge each shop owner in the market or each vendor? $10,000. And he pay $7,000 a year to have control of the market.
Same thing when they will St. Thomas market too, and the lease just up where they are. When the lease up, there's man, they never, the PNP them, they know what they're doing. When the lease up at St. Thomas, they don't bother waste time and apply back for it. Just go about them business and Desmond renovate the market and put by the people living at the market. The PNP is so corrupt when them in a government, then thief up government land, them lease out government things, and then do all type of things. Right now, down at Westmoreland and Travier and over me sitting at the Gleaner last week, them want one building for art coming to come train people. As a matter of fact, Travi, them are gonna rent the building to art and to what the new hotel will belong the name again, Princess Margaret. They want to train some of them worker through art. Them are gonna pay them art will collaborate and train some more people to come work over there. But they need the building. When the municipal corporation find the building, when the municipal corporation go into the paperwork to find the building, figure them, one of the same worker will work there with them, Travi, already rent out the building to one church. Already rent out the building to one church, the same building where the municipal corporation are look for rent out to art and to Princess Margaret to train the young people in the parish to go to get a job. They rent it out. Patriot to a PNP man we're working at the municipal corporation, rent it out to somebody for run church without the proper paperwork. That's how the PNP operate right across the country. That is why they hate NaRRa. Them hate NaRRa because with NaRRa, the government won't need the Hanover Municipal Corporation to build a town center in Lucea. They won't need the municipal corporation to build the bypass, in Hanover and Hopewell. That will open up prime resort land along the coastline and build the Lucea Harbour into a premier boating destination. With NaRRa Patriot, the government can just go ahead and work with NEPA and whatever. And NEPA, what the people them were responsible for the CPA, whatever they want to name, because they are the next one. Work with them and get the thing.
National Environment Protection Agency.
Everything and build the harbour so we can have money coming into the parish. The PNP is just always against the development of the country as long as none of them get the money for teeth. When we move to Montego Bay now, the government is going to do a lot of tourism project in Montego Bay. A lot of tourism project in Montego Bay. And again, most of these is going to be built under NaRRa as well. But I don't think the government are going to have only a fight with St. James, because St. James, the people them at St. James is moving forward under the Jamaica Labour Party.
Hold on, about concerning NEPA and a national environment and planning. Planning authority, not protection. Planning. Yeah, man. So they going to need NEPA and them people.
Yeah, man.
We're going to need them. UDC, and we already have UDC on board. UDC well involved in everything we are going. Yeah. But Munchit, I wanted to find that here. So the reason why they not fight is stepping class so hard and why they let go their surrogate. And because the gatekeeping that they're able to do, this law are going to relieve them of that duty.
Yeah. Very well said. Montego Bay is our tourism capital, and it is time we undertook the new investment to revitalize and secure its position as the leading destination in the Caribbean. That's what the Prime Minister said. Hurricane Melissa inflicted several damage across Montego Bay, particularly in the coastal communities of Catherine Hall and West Green and Freeport. The destruction was painful, but it has given us something valuable, a once-in-a-generation opportunity to reimagine the corridor in a way that is bolder and more resilient. But we must first protect this city, in which is a key pillar of Jamaica's economy. That is true. And you know what? Prime Minister never hide it, you know. The Prime Minister never hide it, or the Prime Minister never pretend, you know. Prime Minister said, yes, we did not want this hurricane. Yes, it damaged our country. Yes, it leaked out more than half our the surplus, our GDP. But it is an opportunity for us to build back better and stronger. Because remember, under the 18.5 years of Percival in Travi, they did a lot of harm to Montego Bay, you know, where they put the big old shit tank, where they put PNP never had no vision for Montego.
Sewage treatment in a center town, prime location. That makes sense.
The PNP never have no vision for Montego Bay. So what the Prime Minister is saying, guys, we have an opportunity now. Montego Bay has long been vulnerable to flooding. Its rivers, when overwhelmed, have repeatedly brought misery to communities. The government will therefore undertake significant investment in river training works to contain, manage, and direct floodwaters away from community, commercial areas, and critical infrastructure. The Montego Bay Freeport and its surrounding areas represent one of the most strategically valuable and scenically spectacular stretches of real estate in the entire Caribbean. It is home to our
Stop right there, so me have to stop right there. So. You see the Salania way man describe the sewage plant, they're right in a hit.
Here it is. PJ and the PNP, when PNP was there and PNP was in charge of Montego Bay, that was a bad decision. The PNP had no vision for Montego Bay. None whatsoever. None whatsoever. So the Prime Minister said, it is home to our mixed use cargo and cruise port and the Montego Bay Free Zone, and is flanked by major hotels, premium residential development, and a forthcoming 28-story mixed-use hotel and residential complex, a powerful signal of the confidence that investors already place in the corridor. Speaking of that, Travi, the tree tower them we are built, I want to go build them a build, right? You feel like if you say them are finished.
The pinnacle. Yeah. Remember someone I told go all the way up already in those interior design or something and finishing touches, you know.
When is
And,
the
and they don't take no long time to build it. They don't take no long time to build it. So all three can be done because they never take 2 years to go 28 floors up with the first tower. It didn't take 2 years. They did it in less than, in about, maybe about a year they take to do it.
Yeah, we wanted to finish on that as well.
It don't finish by 2030, man. It don't, everything all right.
At the same time, the soon to be completed Montego Bay Perimeter Road is fundamentally reshaping the economic geography of the wider region, opening new corridor and unlocking additional land for investment and that were well previously out of reach. So true. So true. Travis, where the perimeter
Right.
was.
So you have solar lands munch just outside of Montego, but outside of the city, they were unoccupied. I just one little road go through there, unoccupied. Businesses cramming a Montego Bay, they now stretch to that part. Well, the development of stretch about to these parts, but it was slow. You see, now when the perimeter road goes up, boom, and run through and create more access there, you know, for the land there, boom, you can do residential development there. And with residential development, you know, people are going to bring in the supermarket and the other businesses to support the residential communities that can be built out here now.
Yes. And all of these things will be completed on a NaRRa. That is why again we will not stop say you have been asking where Munch is reading from. From the Prime Minister's speech. Sorry, baby. From the Prime Minister budget presentation. Remember the budget present? Yes, from that. Sorry, sister girl. So what happened, Travi, under NaRRa, again with the PNP 8, when these lands are open up because of the perimeter wall, we don't need the government can move with speed to rebuild and to build the commercial areas right across Montego Bay without have to worry about procurement and we don't have to worry about 4 years. People have to wait for this and wait for that. So all of this is Montego Bay is going to transform right before our very eyes. Right before our very eyes. Our Prime Minister said our plan is to gradually relocate the BPO and light industrial activities in the free zone to new purpose-built facilities along the Montego Bay Perimeter Road. You hear that, Travis?
See, lands, you may tell about the development where they come to. So when work flood out this now, residential are go easily built because people can live and work out this in a close proximity. I see the land them they occupy now can be used more. More business can build, more hotel.
Yes.
So many other things.
To relocate the BPO and light industrial activities in the free zone to new purpose-built facilities along the Montego Bay Perimeter Road, catalyzing vibrant economic activity along the emerging corridor while providing modern world-class purpose design space. Oh my God, Prime Minister have a vision for Jamaica.
All right, so Dr. Shaba says something when we want to speak to. I don't quite recall if it's in the budget, but I know that it is something that is going on because I've been watching it for a minute. Port Authority is spending, I think it's $2.5 billion to expand the Montego Bay port so that it can accommodate the biggest ships in the world, right? Because currently you can take a small one, them like Disney Cruise and maybe Norwegian and them one, that they might expand it to hold the biggest ships, right? Because not just that, they want to turn that port into the home port for most of these cruise companies. Because Montego Bay provide the opportunity where that most cities don't do, like say, for example, Miami, wherein you can land at Montego Bay Airport and within minutes you can get to the port, get on your ship and leave. You can do that all in a one day. Right? All in one day you're flying because they already have the international airport that is expanded, busiest in the Caribbean. And guess what? Home porting will be cheaper in Jamaica than it is in Miami. So businesses are going to be drawn to come into this area. The workforce, the manpower is already here. And a lot of the people who work on these cruises, like Oasis, which were Symphony of the Sea, Oasis of the Sea, all of these ships that they hear Dr. Shaba mentioning, which are the biggest ships in the world, they already fill with Jamaican and Caribbean workers. So to have them home port in Jamaica is very important. And here's the financial side of it. Cruise business globally is $150 billion industry. To bring that to Jamaica and to have that being so much people home port, so much of these companies home porting in Jamaica, the economy has to grow.
Yes. That is why Mark Gordon said the NaRRa bill is an attempt to grow the economy. You see the writing on the wall, Chavi. You see the writing on the wall. And nothing is wrong with that. We will not apologize for trying to grow the economy. That is the duty of the government. So this
You building and developing with no idea for growth, no intention for growth.
exactly.
That makes
Exactly.
sense.
I think yeah, Omar. What think we are Omar Davis? This will free up prime waterfront lands on the Freeport Peninsula for their highest landmark mixed-use development, commercial, retail, and premium residential seamlessly woven into the urban fabric of the city, comparable in ambition and elegance to the celebrated Brickell waterfront in Miami. Oh, so when we move the people that move the building them to the where the perimeter close to where the perimeter road they travel, we're gonna change the landscape of the Montego Bay waterfront. Oh,
There's you see here them I mention when
yes,
we even say it before you read that part there. In a Miami, our premium hub for business, for hoteliers, cruise, all of these things. You understand me? I hit them aside, but I'm gonna rival it because we have even more. We still these them prettier. We have we have a different vibe, and we'll give the people them something else that they don't have in Miami. The Jamaican flavor, the Jamaican vibe, right? When they bring in this whole hub and build it. It will take a few years, yeah, maybe in the fifth term. But when they do that, yeah, Brickell a premium area in Miami, rich people place, Munchi. And
yeah,
to establish this in a Jamaica and bring in more investors, more people, more business. Come on.
yes.
And they have premium real estate, first world living in Pinnacle, which is not far away. So the same people who will come in and build some of these businesses and run some of these businesses, they can just live in Jamaica because the accommodation exists here for them. First world facilities. And with the two hospitals now, Cornwall Regional and Western Children, being built as brand new. Mind you, there are private hospitals like Mobile Chess, and these are the hospitals that are first world quality. Trust me.
Travi,
Transformation to Mobile.
me have a vision to, and a dream I want to come true, is that Jamaica get one Amazon store, we can supply the Caribbean, Well, with the maritime hub we are gonna come there, it'll make it possible more eBay, or not even say Amazon, so to speak. You have all of them, we have Temu, we have AliExpress, you have Amazon, you have eBay, all of them major like factory industry. Yeah?
Call, hold on, sorry, 100 like Munchi, call Empress because I think Patriot wants to share in the conversation and I'm up to the moderator. So call and
Munchi, I'm mad. Munchi can easy more. But yeah, I say if we get any one of them factory there, I just want one drop of Jamaica. Where we don't have to rely upon Miami.
And I factory, I logistic hub. We are building out logistic hub. But as our ports have become more capable and quicker in and out, that we will be a part of it because we already serve as a central port for the Caribbean where most ships have to come here, so do transshipment, meaning the shipment come off of the bigger ship, they go on to smaller vessels to go to these Caribbean islands. We're already doing it. What you're saying is good though, because we can do it on a bigger level and for more businesses than just some or a few.
What go on? Traffic on?
No, man, I'm not gone, man.
Okay,
Alone can be talking. I reason with I support
2 minutes
100
you go
arguments.
silent. Yeah, man.
I support 100 arguments and expecting it to come back in right now.
Okay. So yeah, man. So that is the plan where the government have for Montego Bay waterfront. And at the very heart of this vision will be a performing arts theater purpose built to showcase the full richness of Jamaican music, folklore, and culture to the world. So basically, what you just say, Travis, me kind of understand it. No, I don't really know Montego Bay good, but me I see the vision. Because with the perimeter, what the Prime Minister is saying to the country, that with the perimeter road being built and opening up, the lands that is in the vicinity of the perimeter road, we're gonna move the free port, move the free zone, and we're gonna have some purpose built area. We're gonna move a lot of facilities and other things into that area, and then the entire waterfront, no traffic, where there's something today, we're gonna reimagine there so and put up some high-rise in building, some residential building, like you just say, this and that and whatever. And we're gonna rival the richest, one of the most richest prominent waterfront in Miami, Brickell waterfront in Miami. This is a good plan. This is a good plan. And even if we don't get it finished in the third year or the fourth year, the vision will be there. The vision will be there. That is all we want, because without vision, the people perish. That's why we cannot allow the PNP to get by the and central government Travi. We have to keep them out. We have to keep them out until this government build Jamaica and set Jamaica for generations to come. Because when the PNP was in power, the PNP built a big sewage.
Right in a prime location, Montego Bay.
Right in the middle of town.
Here's how we know so they'll be kept out. Here's how we know so they'll be kept out. It's when NaRRa is written into law, and the ability to build these things is no more quicker, because don't you remember and the money not the end. How many times capital project the money go back to the consolidated fund because they cannot carry out the project because procurement process holds up it 2, 3, 4, 5 years to get approval. Right? So you have money a pile up in that. No, the money is there. And this money is separate from the consolidated fund and the other developments that are happening in Jamaica. I don't want people think that what is in the budget and the consolidated fund not going to carry out enough. That will be carried out simultaneously while they rebuild money, the 6.7 billion US dollars that NaRRa will be responsible for. Those projects is going to be carried out. Listen, right here and now, may I tell you, for the year, I think 27 and 28, but 28, 29, we know our growth projections are going to pass 4%. Our growth will pass 4%. So we are languishing at 1.2, 2%. Sometime we get to 2.5. We are going to get the 4 to 5%, 28, 29.
Yes.
Happy Sunday, guys.
Happy Sunday, Patriot.
No man, jumping right at it. I love the conversation. You see, a lot of persons don't understand what the budget does. I'm glad they are reading like this, Munchie. Based on what you were saying about the pinnacle, they're actually at the final floor of the first building, and they're at I think 3 floors are gone onto the parking lot for the first building, and the second building is actually coming out of the foundation stage.
Yes.
Right now, that it is very beautiful. As I can stay at my house and I can look at it. If I get a binoculars, I can look in it. Right now, in regards to the report, there is the yacht club restaurant that used to be there. They are actually building a brand new one right now on the highway that is closer to the bus park, Montego Bay bus park, right? And this is showing you that business people, they are seeing the vision already. So where Pier 1 is, you can stay there and you can look at that restaurant across the sea. The entire building, the entire houses that are on that stretch over by where Yacht Club is, the entire housing structure are going to be removed. So they are already in plan. Persons have gotten their notices and persons are moving. So we have persons inland who are complaining that the government is taking the land, all sort of foolishness. You can see the persons on the waterfront finding somewhere to go now, right? relocating because the government have better plans for that area.
Yes.
Yes, it is for bigger cruise ships. There's for bigger cruise ships and all of that. However, it is also going to link an easier link to the access of Pinnacle, because it's not just for the residents that are going to be there. Persons who wants to use probably a ferry to go across and go over, enjoy the little entertainment over on the other side, and Secret Hotel is right there as well. Yeah, it's going to be wonderful.
It will be. I am seeing the vision now. Me don't know Montego Bay, but me I see the vision because of Uno.
Patriotic said something that I want to strengthen that argument. The business community sees the vision and the business community is on board with it. And I second that, and I will tell you, I will give you evidence now to the general public where that has taken place. If you remember, just after Melissa, the business community came together up there to provide generators and tables and chairs, and to invite out government ministries and host a whole function where people can come and redo any document and paper that was lost, or any part of any ID or password or whatever. They kept a whole fear for that. Anybody will lose anything, come in and can do whatever. And also when they had the online, when Melissa, when Keisha acquired about the self-assessment online, they invited out people and have that to help them and provide computers and provide internet so they can go through the assessment, because they want the city to get back on board, to get back up and running, and their businesses continue to thrive. So the business community is on board. Property values are go up. Pinnacle being built in Montego Bay, everybody property value basically are raised up right there. So, so the locals are excited, Munchi. They are on board for the development. They are on board for the vision. Harmony Beach Park, when Harmony Beach Park was redone and coming to the fray, the business community happy, excited, because the city again uplift. When they had that first tree lighting ceremony there, I see all of the dignitaries were out.
Only PNP alone that's the vision. Only them alone, because they only see orange. Them only see orange. They don't see the vision. And like we can say we actually put country first, and we're excited to see what is going to happen at the transformation of our country. Even if we not live in a Jamaica, we want to feel proud for know that this is our country, and our country develop, our country can. Because when we go to other country, when we go to other Caribbean country, Patriot, I always compare them to Jamaica, and I'm telling you, when I go say parts of Barbados not nice and whatever, but compared to what we have, please,
Bro,
there's not a chance.
we can be numbered among the greats right now, from where we are.
Yeah, when it comes to the Caribbean, man, we go Bahamas. The nicest part of Bahamas are Atlantis, and it's just a little area. That is it. The rest of Bahamas is flat with a lot of well, not all like, let me not say, they have nice part too. But when you compare again Bahamas to us, the last time I've been there, I plan to go there again to see if they have any changes. But we go there about 10 years ago, so maybe it changed. I don't know to write home about.
Munchi and chat, I have one virgin here with me, right? He's from Spanish Town. He don't want to come on, because I'm going to make him say it himself. But he's from Spanish Town. And he said the first time he got foreign, I went time he left Spanish Town to go Montego Bay. That's his first time going to foreign.
Exactly.
And it's no joke. Montego Bay has had a high standard and keep developing, because guess what? JLP run Montego Bay.
Yeah,
so the development I go carry, because this party is about development. It's about lifting the country. That's why Montego Bay is tourism capital like Caribbean, not Jamaica.
Yes.
The tourism capital of the Caribbean.
Right. Yes. True.
Yeah.
Just to add to that and a little strengthening too, I will say this, and when me a petition feed, may I say this, people, next year is local government election. And I want you people to use Montego Bay as a prime example that the mayor that is there now, Mayor Richard Vernon,
yes,
made an example of what a city should look like. what a township would look like, right? Trust me, let us give our JLP councillors a chance and help to build our communities
But
with them.
Patriot, JLP have a feel good candidate because you look at Trelawney now. That the mayor we down there now. Him need to go. We need young people. We need
His
educated
time is
people.
up.
We need people with vision. Because they have the plan where government have Trelawney and Falmouth, it can't work with a mayor they down there. I tell you the truth. So you see Mayor Vernon come with him come with him ideas, him come with him education, him come with him team and him listen and learn. You them long time mayor and a long time councillor what we have where we have another party where a councillor before councillor start get paid. They need to read the tea leaf trivia know so then time come. Cause them a councillor from before councillor start get paid Patriot. So they never them don't know if they do nothing. Them can't do nothing, they don't know the importance of their job because then they do it for volunteer service. Now that councillors are being paid a better salary, we need better candidates. And this is just the truth, and we don't care if people want vex. The mayor of Trelawney got to go. And the one that St. Elizabeth can go on too. And the one at Portland, 3 of them. And the one at St. Thomas, you know good news about him, but we may leave him for last. No, we feel good candidate, man.
Yes.
We need to feel good candidate as councillors and mayors. Just like Mayor Vernon, pick it from Mayor Vernon class. The standard is Mayor Vernon. That is the standard for our mayor going forward under the Jamaica Labour Party.
Indeed. And then again, we have some of these mayors, you see? It's as if they become friends and family with everybody. I realize that Montego Bay, if anybody traverses Montego Bay, you see the big St. James Municipal Corporation banners put over those screens because these persons are not paying their taxes, they're not paying their fees. So what they do, they block out everything that they have up there, right? Until they pay up these taxes, then we can free them up and people can see your advertisement again. Tired of it?
Yeah, man, even my mayor, me have done your page, we need a new mayor. We need a mayor that was young. With the mayor that I have here in Mandeville, the PNP mayor. I hope my member of parliament, Patriot, feel for good candidate. Auntie Audrey feel for good candidate. Mikkel, we feel for good candidate. And Donga Bunting, we feel good candidate. Because we need to take over the mayorship from this PNP man here. Because he has no vision and the plan that the government has for Manchester, it cannot work with a PNP mayor. It cannot work with a PNP mayor.
Remember, Munshi, two things me are comment to me. I'll comment back to Moby, but let me deal with your man live in Manchester first. Remember, you know, the Prime Minister said we want to build a park and recreation area down in Mandeville. And instantly the mayor rejected because they are anti-development. They are anti-progress. You understand me?
You never come ask me. He didn't even keep a town hall and ask me. He just rejected it immediately.
Right. But I want to go back to the argument you made first about quality of candidates. And I want to let you know that I support your argument 1,000%. But I also want to inform you that Montego Bay has always had good candidates. And outside of Mayor Richard Vernon right now, if you look at the rest of the team, quality candidates in there.
Yes.
So if Mr. Vernon should have get say, let's say Mr. Shaw's, Mr. Chang's seat or Ed Bartlett's seat, you see those to come after him is very strong. And even other councillors are there that is ready.
Yes.
There are other councillors that is ready to go up to the MP level because they have served well in their capacity of councillor, right? And you're right, that is the standard. We need to feel quality candidates. Quality candidates, man.
What do you think about the deputy mayor?
Why you say me other than Richard Vernon? Hear me tell us, you hear me tell us, yo. Me know them, bro. Listen.
Am I councillor that you know?
Listen.
So I fragment them and miss. So it's either me stay a league or me go one league down.